Friendship is underrated. Some may think family is more important than friends because our families raise, feed, and provide for us. However, friends ultimately reflect who we are as people. While families provide a support system without one's choosing, friends represent an individual's choosing. Friends ultimately reflect our interests, similarities, and how we see ourselves. While Stranger Things sets up a world of mystery and despair, friendships poor and strong are clearly represented through the series. To achieve this, the Duffer Brothers use unrestricted narrative, similarity and repetition, and difference and variation to push the theme of friendships. Unrestricted narrative allows us to see different aspects of friendship, some good and some not so much. However, the most effective perspectives are from Will and Barbara because they are the driving force of the series. Early in the first episode, Lucas tries to convince Will to lie to Mike while playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I got it! Does the 7 count? Was it 7? Did Mike see it? Then it doesn't count.
Although Mike trusts Will, and he could get away with the white lie, Will tells Mike the truth regardless because their friendship is more important than the game.
It was a 7. Huh? Then whoa, it was a 7.
In contrast, Nancy and Barb have a poor friendship. Nancy is ultimately using Barb to see Steve outside of school. This is made clear when Nancy and Barb are at Steve's house and Nancy disregards Barb the entire night and tells her to leave.
This isn't you. I'm fine. Just go ahead and go home, okay?
Because of the unrestricted narrative, we could see different aspects of friendships across the series. As mentioned, friends reflect our similarities, and we could see friendships form because of this. An example would be the friendship between Nancy and Jonathan. Prior to the series, it's safe to say they are not friends because of their limited interests. However, as they both have someone close to them kidnapped, as unfortunate as it is, they work together. This is important because Nancy leaves her previous friends as they do not support or see what is most important to her.
Are you serious right now?
You don't understand. My dad's a grade A asshole.
Barb is missing, and you're worried about your dad?
However, Jonathan understands Nancy because he is motivated to find his brother Will, as Nancy is to find her friend Barb. This similar characteristic is shared with Hopper and Joyce. Hopper knows how it is to lose a child, and if he could, he would go back and save her. This is where similarities overlap between Hopper and Joyce. They would do anything to guarantee their children's safety, and although Hopper's child Sarah is gone, he could still save Will. Due to the similarities of loss between the four characters, they form a friendship. Our friends ultimately reflect who we are, and if we don't like who we're becoming, chances are we cut ties with certain friends.
Party? Ding, ding, ding. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, oh my.
This is made clear in Stranger Things. As there's a strong friendship between Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Eleven, there's a weak friendship between Tommy, Carol, and Steve. This is made clear by the way they recover from fighting between one another. There are fights between the younger children and the high schoolers that demonstrate difference and variation. The children put an effort into resolving their issue because they genuinely enjoy one another. This is very different between Steve and his friends. Through the series, Steve is influenced by Tommy and Carol in a negative way, and he finally realizes that he doesn't want to reflect them.
You're both assholes. That's my problem.
Are you serious
Yeah,
right now,
I'm
man?
serious. You shouldn't have done that.
Done what?
You know what?
You mean call her out for what she really is? Oh, that's funny because I don't remember you asking me to stop.
I should have put that spray paint right down your throat.
What the hell, Steve?
You know, neither of you ever cared about her. You never even liked her. Because she's not miserable like you two. She actually cares about other people.
After they break up, it is never resolved. As the young boys resolve their differences, Steve chooses not to resolve his. Through the use of an unrestricted range, similarity and repetition, and difference and variation, we could see the theme of friendship